Going to get started. We have a small crowd here today, but I think it's going to be bigger when we move over to Jimmy Watson's office. But ladies and gentlemen, we had a wonderful, what you can call an excellent adventure going to Toronto last weekend. There was in total one bus went from Ottawa, and we were met up with another 100 people in Toronto. We had a hoot. And I tell you, even Gilligan come out to check out the size of the crowd. Now, you're wondering who Gilligan is? Well, he was Rossi's campaign manager. You know, the guy that had to quit in the mayor's run in Toronto? Well, that same guy is, what's his name?
Warren
Kinsella.
Oh, cats meet.
And he came out to watch us for a while. So, hi, Warren.
Cats meet Kinsella.
Why I'm picking on Warren? Because he's in the war room for the provincial Liberals. And as most of you know, I am seeking the nomination in Ottawa South for the PCs. Peter Hume-Spy is leaving now. And they've even covered up his name.
Thanks for coming.
But we do have the spy amongst us all the way from Toronto. Hi. I guess I should feel privileged because Lisa McLeod has one that follows her everywhere as well. So it's kind of nice. Thanks, everybody. So yes, we will be up, and I'll be going at it in my next task to take you, Dalton, on. But people, remember, it's not Dalton that I'm taking on. It's his brother, Brendan. He's the dirtiest campaign manager ever. But I'm not afraid of Brendan McGuinty. I'm not afraid of the McGuintys. I have morals. I have values. That is what a conservative is about, not the Liberals. Now, there's just a little homework here, because, Dalton, we're coming to see you on November the 10th at the Crown Plaza here in Ottawa. They are holding a fundraising dinner for Dalton McGuinty, $500 a ticket. $5,000 a table. They must be using our Lynn money, our OLG money. It's all the consultants that the McGuintys have used will be buying up those tables, because we sure can't afford to do it. Shame on you, Dalton. So any of you that want to follow us on the Crown Plaza one, just come and see us after, and I'll give you the plan of attack that we're going to do on that one. Because there is a plan, Dalton. Okay, here we go. Round 2. E-Health boondoggle. Days after the Auditor General exposed the massive misuse of public funds at E-Health 2.0, Liberals, they are at it again. And then we see Dalton Daddy McGuinty come out and say, but I didn't do it. Sorry. Sorry doesn't cut it anymore, Dalton. It just doesn't cut it anymore. Who's in charge of the sinking ship? Because it isn't you. You guys have run amok, you have stolen our money, and we want it back. Yeah. Oh, by the way, folks, on Monday, you should be well advised that on Monday in Toronto, over 500 Liberal staffers paid by Ontario families are leaving work at noon to go help. Guess who?
Diaperhead.
George Smitherman. No. 500 people paid on our taxpaying dollars are being let go at noon with pay to go work for George Smitherman.
Our money. Read Ontario News Watch. You'll read all about it.
They're very desperate. And by the way, Dalton, I'm still waiting for your EA, John Fraser, to publicly apologize to me for sending me an intimidation letter to my work and to my co-workers. I still have not received that apology publicly.
You're never going to get it.
They say the eco-tax is over. It's not over, folks. If you remember, they collected fees, people. $76 million eco-tax right here. They don't know what to do with our money. They're telling the business, no, we have nothing to do with it. No, you figure out what to do with the money. You give it back to the, no, we have nothing to. Who does? I think that it is new Minister Wilkinson. We are demanding our 76 million, the 5 million while you guys were in a deep, deep coma trying to figure out what to do with the eco-tax money, plus the 8 million you just shuffled down to the municipalities now for them to start handling your eco-tax fiasco. So to me, that comes up to about 89 million, and I would love the interest back on that as well. Woo! The boondoggles have to stop, Dalton, and I'm here to stop you. I'm here to take you out of office. I'm here to boot Dalton McGuinty out. The government is trying to have it both ways. It takes credit for everything good that happens within the healthcare system, but they claim an arm's length relationship with the LHINs, stating they have no control over them. Well, you know what I say to that, but I'm trying to be a nice lady. Except the political appointments of the former Liberal Prime Minister John Turner and the former Liberal Premier David Peterson. One of them is related to guess who? Health Minister Deb Matthews. The Health Minister appoints the LHIN boards and chairs. That's a funny thing, eh? How it happened to be a relative? After a public appointment process in a majority Liberal government. We cannot stop them, folks, but they appoint their friends, their families, it doesn't matter. The first e-health tax was for the benefit of consultants and friends of the Liberals. This second round of healthcare rips off benefits the CEOs of the hospitals and the LHINs. Now, Dr. Cushman is making, here in Ottawa, a very nice salary. And if you recall, Dr. Cushman is jumping the ship. He announced early in the spring-summer he was leaving for other personal things, but he knew this was coming. Didn't you, Dr. Cushman? Good friend of Dalton McGuinty's, who brought us the crack pipes, who brought us the no-smoking laws, who brought us everything that we can't do. I'm tired of the government being in our lives. It's time to back off. So not only the CEOs have gotten off on the second round of e-health, the LHINs, and surprise, surprise, even more consultants. More consultants. And don't forget, they're the ones that can afford now to buy the $5,000 tables. So it's just a shuffle. I'll hire you as my friend to run this, but when I have a $5,000 a table dinner, you come back and give it to me. And that's how we run the war room. That's how you run the war room. And shame on you with our own money. And somehow, Stewardship Ontario, the we, and everything else is there as well. And you're taking money. Somehow, it is the war room's money. And we'll find out. We will find out, Dalton, what you are doing with our money. And you're not going to be putting it in your war room. When will they get the message that our tax dollars are for our health care and not for their Liberal Party and friends? I don't think you've got that yet. And I'm tired of your saying, I'm sorry, we got it wrong. Yeah, you got it wrong, because we're coming for you. It's less than a year. We're coming for you, Dalton. It's time to show Dalton, his ministers, the CEOs, and the fat cats that run the LHINs that we are taking our money back. We are taking our health care system back. And that we will no longer be silent majority that sits back and allows this to continue. It is time to take back the power and the system from the liars, the thieves, and the consultants that have taken without giving back that was promised but never delivered. Shame on all of you. Shame on you to leave our health care in this system. And you're all you fat cats sitting around can pay $5,000 a table to go help out the Liberals. Shame! Shame! Now we get into the other boogeyman that hides in the shadows, afraid to show itself. I am, of course, talking about the eco-tax, but never used. We want to know, again, where the $89 million is. Yep. We know $8 million was used to buy off the municipalities. Of course, they're trying to put all the 11 guys that jumped ship in as mayors, so that they'll shut their mouths about the money coming. Yeah, we figured that out. We're not so stupid. We know. We know what's happening there, Dalton. We know. Where is the rest of the monies? We want the illegal tax returned to the people of Ontario, and we want it now. We don't want it during an election, Dalton. We want it now.
Hear, hear.
As well, what new and shady pyramid scheme are you thinking about, Dalton? Or should I call you Mr. McTax-Me? Because that's what you are, Mr. McTax-Me. Dalton and the Stooges are thinking up to separate us, the hard-working taxpayers. We have earned it all, and he is trying to strip us of our money. They are thinking hard, people, of how to tax and spend even more money. The eco-tax has not gone away. They think that they have placated us by saying, oh yeah, it's done. It's not done. They have our money. What are they doing with our money? If this happened in the business world, we would call the police, and someone would end up in jail. Here in Dalton's world, he just states that somebody else did it, and then he tries again in another form to take our money. That's why he builds all these arm's-length places away from us, so that he can take our money and say, I didn't do it, they did it. It's the LINs, it's the eco-tax, it's the WEEs. We're on to you, Dalton, and I'm coming for you next September, October 6th, actually.